Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling stressed? Here's the solution. So, if you're feeling stressed, I want you to ask yourself this question. Ask yourself, think about the next sort of year's worth of stuff that you've got to get done. And ask yourself, out of 10, how stressed do I feel about that? Usually when I ask people that, they come up with about an 8 or 9, sometimes 10. And then I ask you another question, which is, now, this next month of stuff that you need to get done, yeah, just the next month, how stressed do you feel about that? Sometimes it's like 7 or 8. This next week, how much stress do you feel about getting that stuff done? And usually this doesn't always correlate and go down exactly smoothly, but at about a week, people are feeling, 6.5, 7. And then today, just focusing on today, how stressed do you feel? It usually goes down to about a 4 or 5. They just focus on what they got to get done today. And then asking yourself, well, in this next hour, can I handle this next hour? Can I handle this next hour? Usually it goes down to a 1 or a 2. Can I handle this next 10 minutes? Goes down to practically 0. Now, it doesn't always work exactly like that, but as you do focus in on the hour and the 10 minutes, you'll find that you are suddenly filling with energy. Your stress levels are going down and you're filling up with energy and confidence, the ability to actually take on the world. And that's because we are narrowing your focus down to the only place where you have influence. And the only place where you have influence is in the present tense. That's the only place where you can make a difference and therefore feel more in control. But most people are spending most of their time watching and looking at areas in their life where they don't have influence, what someone else is doing, how someone else thinks, and then the past and the future. Most people are living in the past or the future most of the time. Bring yourself into focus on just the present tense. That is, can I handle, and you can always channel your brain to follow a question. So use that question. I'm big into questions, but this question is super powerful. Can I handle the next 10 minutes? Or even better, what could I come away with from the next 10 minutes? What is the opportunity in the next 10 minutes? And if that's too small, some people like to then broaden it out a bit. What could I achieve in the next hour? Yeah? What could I achieve in the next day? And you constantly want to adjust that focus so that you have just enough amount so that you can feel that you've got something to play with there, 10 minutes, an hour, a day, and not too much so that you don't feel overwhelmed. And if you can strike that balance, for some people it's a day, for some people it's a week, for some people it's 10 minutes. If you can strike that balance, you will become a master of your own time in your life. And you will be able to achieve far more with far less stress, and your energy levels will go up, and as a result your health will hit the roof. Yeah, it'll go through the roof, and you will live longer, you'll feel healthier, happier, etc., etc. Because what scientific studies have found is that the biggest killer is not cancer, it's not HIV, it's not heart problems, it's actually stress. That is the biggest killer. And it leads to a lot of the other things. It's manifest in a lot of other different ways, but that is the biggest killer, stress. If you can knock stress out of your life, you are going to increase your longevity and, more importantly, I feel than that, use your life better. Yeah? Fill it up better. Fill up every single microsecond better because you're focused on now. You're focused on now. You're experiencing the power of now. I'd highly recommend a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Yeah, Tolle. You read that book, it'll bring you into the now. Yeah? You rewatch this video again and again every day and it will bring you into the now. Create a habit. Set 5 minutes every day for this video to play for you, to bring you into the now, because it's so easy to lose track. I lose track, yeah, on a regular basis. I preach this stuff, but I still lose track, yeah. I have to remind myself every day, have the routines that will bring me back into the present tense and zone in on what I can influence, which is always in the now. It's the only area where you actually have strength, control, influence. And yet most people are running around in all other directions. They are living 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or 5 years or 5 months in advance. Yeah, they're worrying about the interview in 3 months' time, rather than, maybe taking an action step for it in the now and focusing their conscious mind on a plan, or focusing their conscious mind on relaxing in the now, in the present. It's the only place where you can actually control your life. So if you want to get control back in your life, you want to get rid of the stress, all you have to do is ask that powerful, powerful question. Can I handle the next 10 minutes of my life? What opportunity can I create in the next hour of my life? What can I come away with by the end of today? Focus on the now, focus on the present, and narrow it down according to what works for you. For different people, that can be different, but most people have it far too broad, and they're thinking far too far ahead and stuck too far in the past as well. And that's not the real you. The real you is always in the now. In fact, the only reality that there is in the present tense. That's the only place where reality actually exists. Yeah, if you think about it, nothing exists except in the present tense. So all of those worries that you've got from the past, regrets, etc., they're just films. They are literally just shadows and ghosts and films. And all of those worries and concerns about the future are shadows and films. The only thing that is real is now, the present opportunity to relax, to focus on a plan, to create something, to develop something. There's a big difference between planning and worrying. Worrying is what we're doing when we're supposed to be doing something else. We're distracted from the now. Planning is a conscious, fully 100% there activity. Stay in the now and keep empowering yourself to live your life to the fullest in every moment.